What team wanna go?
One team, one goal!
The Coach Charlie Stubbs Show is brought to you by Terrebonne General Medical Center. It all begins here. Skurlock Electric, your industrial, commercial, and marine electrical supplier. Terrebonne Parish Sheriff, Vernon Bourgeois. Terrebonne Parish District Attorney, Joe Waits Jr., HTV 10. Serving South Louisiana since 1985. And Copeland's, famous New Orleans restaurant and bar.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Charlie Stubbs Show. I'm your host, Mike Detillier, and each and every week we're here to break down all aspects of Colonel football. Coach, congratulations. Week 1, 42-0 win over Evangel. You've got to be happy overall with your team play.
Yeah, we're pleased. I mean, it was a great environment playing on a Thursday night. We had a very good attendance, in the way of students, so had very good support. The next thing, though, is that we played well, we won, but there's just so much as a coach. You're so highly critical, and I feel like there's so much room for improvement, and I know that we will.
Coach, you step up in class this week playing Western Michigan, but it was a good opportunity to get a lot of young players kind of feet wet, so to speak, football-wise, ready to go to start the 2011 season.
Yes, we were able to play a lot of newcomers, a lot of freshmen, rotating them in. That was good so that, again, like I say, the game won't be hopefully too big for them this Saturday night when we travel to Western Michigan.
Coach, we got a lot of highlights of the 42-0 win over Evangel, and I'm sure you're pleased overall. Offensively, you were able to move the football, and right off the bat here, Marcus Washington.
Yeah, Marcus is a very good back for us, more of a complete back, powerful runner, so that was a good way to start the game. It's probably about the second or third play.
Then you have a turnover here. Well, after the catch, forced fumble, and Jordan Piper comes up with the fumble recovery. Yeah,
our defense really did some good job with contact and separating them from the ball. There's LeQuentin on a little quarterback design draw play. And again, he's done a lot of great things the last 3 games for us.
We're going to have another big defensive play here with a completion, a forced fumble, and the young man who comes up with it, Kerry Guidry from H.L. Bourgeois High School in Houma.
Yeah, he's always around the ball, playing very good at the safety. And this is Tyree Allen scoring on a little speed option into the short side of the field.
Young man from Fort Lauderdale High School. And then on the punt.
Yeah, our special forces did a pretty good job, on our returns. In fact, Bobby Felder here, making a nice return on the punt.
You're going to be hearing a lot of that name if he can stay healthy, right, Coach?
Yes.
Then LeQuentin throws it downfield, touchdown pass.
Aldero Russell, again, a little play action.
From L.W. Higgins High School in New Orleans on the punt.
Yeah, we brought in a junior college All-American, Corey Kemps. He did a very good job. He punted, averaged 48 yards a punt.
Well, he's got a strong leg, Coach.
Yes, he did.
He's replacing a tough guy to fill those shoes, but he did an excellent job.
Yeah, there's a little.
Josh Hanbury?
Well,
was that Josh on that play?
That was Dalton Hilliard on a little run there.
In another time, defense all around the football all night long.
Yeah, they did a tremendous job. Another little quarterback draw, again, passing situation. LeQuentin taking it all the way.
Showing that speed, boy. Once he gets on the edge, Coach, he's got another dial he can turn it up to.
Yeah. Again, putting the hat right on the ball. Again, our defense, we were able to get some, what we call them get-backs or takeaways, but we need to get more.
And this is Josh Hanbury on this play.
Yeah, a little bit of a speed sweep, and it was just good to get him involved in the offense.
Then right up the middle here for the score.
Yeah, a little zone read, and again to Marcus Washington.
And then here, Bo Hebert, his first touchdown pass, throws it downfield.
Yeah, he hit Nick Scelfo there.
Scelfo.
And again, Bo really played real steady. I mean, he made his reads correctly, and here's the touchdown pass. Nice catch and throw.
Nice play.
It's a big play, and that's his first down. Hopefully many to come.
Then another big defensive play here, but he blew that play up, Coach.
Sean Elrod, again, does an excellent job at outside linebacker.
Coach, one of the things that you bring up in this game is your linebackers, always in the midst of everything. We saw Kerry Guidry involved, also Brandon Sanders, the young man you brought in who started his career at Ole Miss, I think led your team in tackles this week.
Yes, he did. Unfortunately, he suffered a neck injury, so he's going to be out for the rest of the year, and I really feel like they've got a nice plan here to get him back so he can play football again, but again, it's the right thing to do for him to go ahead and get surgery right now.
Who will take Brandon's place in the lineup?
Well, what we have quite a few young guys that we're going to take a look at, but right now, I'd hate to say we got about 3 or 4 young guys that's just got to step up in a kind of a backup role.
And that was a guy that I know you had high hopes for, and we wish him best on his recovery.
Yeah, exactly. And then, he's right around the team right now. And again, I think that the plan or the surgery will be within a week or 2 from now. And then, of course, with some rehab, and then he'll be ready to go again.
We'll tell everyone sit tight, and we'll be back more with the Charlie Stubbs Show.
We'll be back with the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Hello, my name is Coach Chuck Heppola, and I'm the recruiting coordinator for Nicholls State University. And we'd like to provide you some recruiting tips that can help you during your recruiting process. Our topic for today is official visits. What is an official visit, and what are the requirements needed to take an official visit? First of all, what is an official visit? An official visit is an on-campus visit where the expenses are paid for by the university. Secondly, what are the requirements for an official visit? Firstly, the prospective student-athlete must provide a transcript submitted to the visiting university. Secondly, they must have a test score taken on a national testing date. Thirdly, they must be placed on the institution's IRL, which stands for Institutional Request List. And then lastly, they must be registered with the Eligibility Center. We'd also like to provide for you a couple of official visit facts. Each prospective student-athlete can take a maximum of 5 official visits. And an official visit can take place on the opening day of classes of the prospective student-athlete's senior year of high school. Hopefully these tips can help you during your recruiting process. So, what do you want to eat?
I'm in the mood for a great steak. Hand-cut prime beef, seasoned and served sizzling.
Slow down there, big spender.
Oh, relax. I'm talking about Copeland's new steakhouse.
I thought Copeland's always had steaks.
Not like these. Allen Gents filet with caramelized onions and Maytag blue cheese.
Teriyaki sirloin.
A mouth-watering classic filet. And you know the best part? They're all here at Copeland's.
Good, because you're buying.
For a great steak at a great price, you gotta come to Copeland's Steakhouse.
I'm Dr. Patrick Hagan. If there's someone you know with sinus problems, there's no reason to keep suffering from it. We listen to the patient's complaints, do a thorough examination, and come up with a game plan to solve the problem. We treat sinus problems in people of all ages.
For a sinus evaluation, call Dr. Pat.
I'm Dr. Patrick Hagan. If there's someone you know with sinus problems, give us a call. There's no reason to continue suffering.
I'm Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois. Recently, you have seen and heard of horrific child deaths that result directly from parent-child abuse. In most of these cases, someone, either a family member or a friend, knew of the abuse and did not report it. We often hear witnesses say, if they would have known it would result in this, they would have reported it. Please, if you know someone who is being abusive, you need to act now. Give that child a chance. A child has no defense against a bully. Here are some things to look for if you suspect a child is being abused.
Withdrawal from family and friends, sleeplessness, irrational fears, depression, anxiety, change in weight, nightmares, anger, low self-esteem, privacy issues.
If you suspect anyone of criminal activity in your neighborhood, you can call the Sheriff's Office anonymously at 876-2500. Before we can solve your problem, you need to let us know.
As Ameriprise Financial Advisors, we believe your success should be measured not just by your financial well-being, but how confident you are about your future. No matter what your financial dreams, our mission is to help you achieve them through a personal relationship based on knowledgeable advice. I'm Tommy Meyer with Walters Meyer Trostclair & Associates. Contact us to find out how we can put more within reach.
I'm Kerry Guidry, safety for the Nicholls State Colonels. Welcome back to the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Welcome back to the Charlie Stubbs Show, and we want to thank all the corporate sponsors that make this show percolate each and every week. Terrebonne General Medical Center, Scurlock Electric, Copeland's Restaurant, HTV 10, Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois, and Terrebonne Parish District Attorney Joe Waits Jr. We want to thank those sponsors and everyone else that makes the Charlie Stubbs Show rock and roll each and every week, Coach. We couldn't do it without our corporate sponsors.
There's no question. I appreciate greatly all that they do for us.
Coach, this segment each week, we look at an assistant coach and also a player on the team. And this week, it's Jeremy Atwell, your linebackers coach, who's also your defensive coordinator.
Yes, Jeremy, I tell you what, he does an excellent job with the defense. We've switched from a 4-3 defense to a 3-4. He's adjusted very well. He's got a lot of energy, which I really believe to coach the defensive side of the ball, you've got to have that. And he does a very good job. We're still working and getting all the pieces together, but he really had those guys flying around last Thursday night.
This will be our feature on defensive coordinator Jeremy Atwell.
I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Currently, though, I guess now I'm from Thibodaux, Louisiana. Been here approximately 5 years. This is my third year as a defensive coordinator and linebacker coach. And this job I wouldn't be able to do this job if I didn't have the great support of a great family. Starting first with my wife, Cindy. Me and my wife, Cindy, have 3 kids. Our oldest, Christian, 9-year-old son. Our middle is our daughter, 6-year-old daughter, Callie Claire Atwell. And our youngest, which is the terror of the group, is our 2-year-old Cameron. Excited about what this upcoming season holds for us here at Nicholls State. Obviously had the first week with a big victory over Evangel. And look forward to preparing and having a great week of preparation for Western Michigan this week. Got a group of guys that are really starting to come together and believe in what we're talking about as our team motto, one team, one goal. Our goal this year is to be successful, be competitive in everything that we do. So right now with the guys that we got coming back, especially at my group, I got Jordan Piper, who was a preseason all-conference selection, Rashard Knight, Sean Elrod, and Pa Akamaoha, who are 4 great leaders and do a great job for us. And I think they can really do a great job as being leaders and leading this team in the right direction.
That was Coach Jeremy Atwell. And Coach, it's funny, the position coach, he always throws those linebackers in. You know what position he has when he talks about his group of guys. But that's really the strength of your football team right now at the linebacking core.
Yeah, it should be really in a 3-4 defense. So, and that's what we went to. We feel like we can recruit more of those style of young men around here. It limits you, of just going out and finding 3 defensive linemen. Also, what we wanted to play on defense is more of an attacking style, and we really attacked the other night. But we really definitely got to step it up a few notches this Saturday.
Yeah, because I watched a little bit of that game, and it wouldn't have been for a couple of turnovers. That might have been a pretty interesting affair between Western Michigan and Michigan. Coach, in our player segment this week is a young man from Macomb, Mississippi. You get to see him play cornerback, special teams, also in the return game, Bobby Felder. Tell everybody who hasn't seen him play what type of athlete you have in Bobby Felder.
Well, he's an exceptional athlete. He really studies the game, too. He does an excellent job at corner. He's a bigger corner, and that's something that's hard to find. Usually they're smaller and undersized, but he can play and he can match up against the best receiver on the opposing team. He also is versatile, where we can move him around to play an inside receiver if need be, or, of course, the outside. Also, his return ability. Hopefully we can get some more of those interceptions too, because when he gets his hands on it, he can run it and return it back in the open field. And then, of course, the added dimension is being a punt returner also and fielding the ball very well. And he had a very good game the other night in the way of punt return. So, again, I'm glad he's on our team, and I really believe he should have a great year.
A few years back we saw Ladarius Webb play at Nicholls State. Now he's playing in the NFL. I think this is a young man you're going to see do the exact same thing. Bobby Felder, cornerback return man for the Nicholls State Colonels.
Hi, my name is Bobby Felder. I play cornerback for the Nicholls State Colonels. I'm a senior in the classroom, and I'm from Macomb, Mississippi. Things I like about playing cornerback is it's one of the more challenging positions on the field. It's kind of hard to react off of another guy's move. So we have to kind of make moves off what they do, and just playing cornerback is kind of fun. Covering receivers, catching balls in the air, just making plays. Our most recent game was versus Evangel. We played a great game as a defense, but we had a lot of areas that we could improve. And, it's just things that we have Western Michigan coming up this week. And, we have to work out, some of the mistakes that we had last game and just change, and get better. And just hopefully, we play a better game against Western Michigan because they're a great team. Some of my hobbies are playing the PlayStation. I like to play NCAA 2012, which one of the games that I'm fairly good at. I'm kind of one of the best players on the team. Luckily no one has beat me yet, so, I'm just gonna stick with it. But, that's what I like to do in my spare time. I love music also. I feel like, music is a thing that kind of, takes your mind, away from what's going on. And it helps you, kind of can go places while you, not really going places. So I kind of like, you really won't ever really just catch me walking or anywhere without my music. It's just something I like about it, and that's what I love to do. I feel like 2011, we're a step further than we were last year going along. We kind of feel good about the program this year. We kind of under Coach Stubbs' second year, so we really don't have a lot of training wheels on anymore. So, we more used to the system, and we're more used to how Coach Stubbs want things ran. And we just, playing hard, trying to give great effort and great attitude. That's the only thing Coach can't really coach, so we go out there and just give our all. And I feel like we're going to have, a successful year.
Coach, I like to hear that from a player. Athletic arrogance. I haven't been beat yet. I want the ball in my hands, and you can see he's got really good ball reaction skills. You can have size, you can have foot speed, but if you don't have good ball reaction skills as a defensive back, you get beat a lot, and you miss on a lot of big plays.
Yeah, I tell you, we have some young men in the program. You got to have a little bit of swagger to you. You really do, especially to play that position because it's really feast or famine a lot. And you got to have a real short memory if things get away from you. So, again, I'm excited, and I'm excited guys want the challenge because just like I told them going into this week with Western Michigan, I said before you win, you got to expect the win. You got to expect it. And how do you expect to win? Through a great week of preparation. And that's what we're working on right now is that great week. But you can't go into a game and wonder and let's see how it goes. You got to go in and feel like you can be successful and will be successful.
More with the Charlie Stubbs Show right after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Jordan Hanbury, safety for the Nicholls State Colonels. And we'll be right back with the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Barker Honda makes it easy for you to win at the pump with 10 models that get 25 miles per gallon or better.
Like the new 28 miles per gallon 2011 Honda CR-V for just $0 down and only $280 per month. Or get the new 34 miles per gallon 2011 Accord for $0 down and only $250 a month. And get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a great selection of new Barker Hondas.
So if you want to win at the pump, come to Barker Honda in Homa. And remember, it's better at Barker.
The world can be a tough place. That's why you need a side-by-side that's even tougher. The 2012 Rhino 700 Fi from Yamaha. The toughest, most off-road capable side-by-side out there. Rhino. Real world tough.
I'm Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois. Parents, when you go to bed at night, do you know where your children are? Curfew is a law that as sheriff, I am going to enforce. More importantly, you as a parent can help us out. Make sure that your children are in each and every night at the times they're supposed to be.
It's unlawful for any minor under the age of 17 to be out or drive unsupervised without a parent, guardian, or other adult person. The Terrebonne Parish Code states that on Monday through Thursday, curfew is from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m. And on Friday through Sunday, curfew is from 11 p.m. till 5 a.m.
Many juvenile crimes happen after the curfew times are set by Terrebonne Parish law. If you see juveniles out after curfew, give us a call at 876-2500. I'm Vernon Bourgeois, and remember, before we can help, you need to let us know.
I'm Jesse Turner, running back for the Nickel State Colonels. Welcome back to the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Jesse stole my line. Welcome back to the Charlie Stubbs Show. Charlie Stubbs, Mike, to tell you, Coach, one of the things that you're trying to bring in some tradition back at Nickel State, and tell us about the walk that you've kind of started up.
Well, last year we started it. It was the Colonel Walk. I didn't do a great job of getting the word out, so I'm working to do it better this year. But I'm really pleased with our first game against Evangel. We had what we call the Colonel Walk, which we walk a distance from a certain location to our locker room. This year we had a tremendous crowd for that time, being a school day too. We had not just the players, but we also had some coaches with us, but we had the pep band with us and also cheerleaders. So we made it an atmosphere. Many people that were tailgating, and even the whole complete baseball team came and everything like that, just to wish the guys well, you know, to have a great game and all that. And what I want to do is just make that bigger and better all the time throughout the season. And it's something that some of the bigger schools that I've been to and coached at, those were some of the things that you can do just to instill more pride and tradition in the program.
We'll wrap it up in just a few more moments here on the Charlie Stubbs Show.
We'll be back with the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Scurlock Electric is a privately owned distributor serving Southeast Louisiana with the best in industrial, commercial, and marine electrical supplies. Scurlock's inventory includes everything from wire, conduit, and distribution panels to commercial and marine lighting, test instruments, and generators. Scurlock's well-trained, experienced sales staff has the product knowledge and genuine passion to ensure customers have exactly what they need. Contact Scurlock today for more information. Scurlock Electric, 1903 Grand Caille Road in Houma.
At Rouse's, we love football. We love the players, we love the fans, and you know we love the food. So whether it's high school, college, or pros, if there's a game, we're tailgating. You can tackle your tailgate too with one stop by Rouse's. Get Rouse's ready to grill meat, chicken, and pork, or pick up Rouse's ready to serve tailgate specials. Everything is made fresh for the game, and you know it's all good. So get the home field advantage every time you shop. Shop local, shop Rouse's. Now that's tailgating.
Make every meal memorable with delicious Louisiana seafood, from boiled crawfish to shrimp creole. Louisiana seafood is great tasting and healthy. Log on for great recipes.
Come to Louisiana and pick your passion.
I'm Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois. How many times have you seen someone texting while they are driving? National stats show that habitual texting while you drive will always lead to fender bender or, yes, loss of life. It is against the law to text and drive. I'm strongly recommending to everyone not to text while they drive. It is impossible to watch the road while you're watching your text screen. So let common sense apply. Please don't text or dial your cell phone while you're driving. If you must, simply pull over and take a few minutes. These few minutes may save your life. I'm Vernon Bourgeois with this helpful hint.
This message was brought to you by Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois in the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office.
My PhD is in chemistry, so I've spent a lot of time doing research in the lab. I work for Albemarle Corporation. My name is Arcelio Malcolm, and I was treated for prostate cancer at Mary Bird Perkins. I went to Houston for a second opinion, and they recommended the same treatment plan, so I chose to be near my family and have the treatment done here. When you research the technology and the doctors, you see that Mary Bird Perkins is a perfect choice.
Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center at TGMC.
Hi, my name is Bobby Felder, cornerback for the Nickel State Colonels. Welcome back to the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Wrapping it up here on the Charlie Stubbs Show, and Coach, team travels to Kalamazoo, Michigan this week to play Western Michigan. And boy, I tell you what, they got a nice 1-2 combination, quarterback, wide receiver, Alex Calder, and also Jordan White. That's going to be a big test for your defense.
Exactly right. They're big-time players, and you know, I know we'll be tested in all three phases. They've got very sound special teams, and then, of course, defensively, they're very sound. And just like earlier as we talked, you know, that game could have been a lot closer, just a couple catastrophic plays for Western Michigan, or it would have been down to the wire.
Yeah, two basically turnovers that led to touchdowns, or that game would have really, really been close. And you can see the talent level at Western Michigan is really caught up well. Hey, we want to tell everybody stay tuned next week for another edition of the Charlie Stubbs Show.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.